So welcome back to Cosplay Cover the Wardrobe with me, Rob Clark, with my guest in the second half, Alisha Jennings. One of my closest mates I've been to majority of cons with for the past 2-3 years. Been straight into your cosplays, I've got some of them on here for you.
Oh god, I'm great.
Hunk.
Okay, yep. No, that's not Hunk, that's Mink.
Mink, sorry.
Yeah, it's alright, it's Mink from DMD.
Mink from D&D.
Lawless
from...
Savamp,
Yep.
which is an anime about vampires.
Yep.
That's Kuro from Savamp as well. He's a very lazy character. That's why I love him doing him.
Yeah, but the first time she did that one, she did that, it was basically freezing cold and it's really thin, so she...
Yeah, you also took that picture as well, Rob.
Yeah, I took that picture.
Yeah, here you go, photography by Rob. That is me as Kyber, and I did all the effects and stuff, just to make myself look cool.
Yeah, because he actually does it in quite a lot of pictures. He's done like some of mine.
Yeah, I've done a load.
Multiple people.
Yeah, I'm very nice to people.
Hunk from
Voltron.
Netflix Voltron.
Which you finally watched. Oh!
Yeah. Missy, what you can see behind Alisha.
Yep, the one you keep mentioning. Alisha, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, a fursuit cosplay.
Yep, my first one.
But you are planning to do Donna, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm also might be doing a few more, depending on how the new series goes on. I might pick a favourite character or not. Bill. I'll try
just get the afro.
I can probably try it.
Yeah, and your first cosplay.
Oh god, that picture. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I time travel and just quickly put makeup on myself? Jesus.
Straight back into the questions. How long would you say you've been cosplaying for?
Oh, since I was 16, if I remember.
So about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, quite a long time. I'm 21 now, so.
Because it was actually you who got me into cosplay.
Yeah,
a few years ago.
Yeah, I've actually got a few people into cosplay now because of what I'm doing now as well. But saying that I got into cosplay because 2 of my mates that I knew from here, funny enough, were into cosplay, and they just introduced me to this new world where I could dress up as characters. And so that's how it really began.
Yeah. What would you actually say your first cosplay is?
Well, you just shown it on the board, which was Haruhi. Haruhi's from a romance anime called Oran High.
Because it's actually on display behind you.
Yeah, it's this one.
Because like my first cosplay, Matt Smith there, it's quite simple.
Yeah.
It's just a white shirt, a tie, and a blue blazer.
Well, yeah, it's like, for me, when I first got into this, I didn't really know how to do like proper big cosplays, you know, armour and stuff, so I went for something quite simple and something easier for me to do and to start with. I've got Loki as my main one.
Yeah, we actually do a rivalry cosplay.
Yeah, we do.
You do Loki and I do Coulson. And you have these, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's the Destroyer gun from the Avengers.
And that's Loki's scepter.
Yeah, I always find someone to die. Every time I do Coulson and Loki, I need to die, I need to die.
We always find a wall just to like go, Rob, look dead, take a picture. Yeah. Fantastic.
You edit it with blood and crap.
Yeah, I've actually improved my skills now to make it even look more corpse.
Is there any other cosplays you do?
Well, my main one is Loki, but I'm trying to think on the top of my head. I do Rizé from Tokyo Ghoul, which I keep wanting you to do Jason with me for. Yeah. I do Toka from Tokyo Ghoul as well. I do Derpu from Stray Dogs, Bongo Stray Dogs. I do quite a lot of anime ones. I do a few TV ones. It just depends with me, because TV I'm not that... I see something from TV and to me it looks quite simple, so I don't usually go and do it. But if I see something like quite constructive, then I'll probably pick it out and do it. It just depends if I like the character or the outfit or the costume, really.
Yeah, it's the same with me, to be honest. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. It's primarily Doctor Who. The only really 3 cosplays I've done non-Who is Agent Coulson with you, Kingsman.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I haven't done it yet, but I've got it all ready to go, is Sean Hastings.
Sean the sheep.
What motivates you to cosplay? Why do you do it?
Well, for me, really, the main reason I do it is because I have loads of fun with my friends. I always meet new people. I meet my friends who cosplay together, and we can just be ourselves or even be the characters sometimes. It's like, you know me when I dress up as Loki, I'm very usually sassy, or I'm very sarcastic and mischievous, so I become...
You're the same as Missy, to be honest, because they're a similar character.
Well, I'm more childish as Missy, I'd say. I'm very childish. It's that, and the fact, another reason why I do it is the fact I get away from home a lot, so it's like I leave my problems all behind and I'm becoming someone else who doesn't have these problems.
Have you got any cosplay planned or what you're working on at the moment?
I do. I've actually got quite a few for London that I'm doing, which are all brand new. I'm doing Ren from Uta Prince, which is anime. I'm doing Toru from Maid Dragon, which is anime. I'm doing Perry from Fire Emblem, which is a game that's recently got a new one out, but I'm doing Perry from, oh god, I can't remember, Conquest, that's it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm also doing Ray from Ensemble Stars, which my mates are trying to get me into at the moment, which I'm slowly getting into.
And Dr. Donna.
Yeah, Dr. Donna.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, have we been talking about maybe doing some Sherlock cosplays as well?
Yeah, I did. I did want to do Moriarty in the wedding dress. Yeah. I kept saying that was one of the ones I really wanted to do. That or Moriarty, because I love him to pieces. I don't mind doing Sherlock, but saying that, we keep arguing who's doing Sherlock, because you keep wanting to do Sherlock and I keep wanting to do Sherlock.
Yeah. What are the pros and cons of cosplaying?
The pros are you get more creative and artistic with your skills, depending on what you're doing. For example, it can be into hair, dressing, really, for when you're styling wigs, for example, or even cutting them. You can learn how to do makeup skills if you want to do makeup well, or even just artificial scars and stuff. It's really cool what you learn. Even making armour and weapons, that's also a great skill, because you're learning how to put even simple pieces of material together to make something realistic. The only cons I'd say is money. Literally, that is the biggest con for cosplay, is the fact it's so expensive to do.
Yeah, you always see, like us two cosplay students, always skint because they spend all the money in cosplays.
Yeah, it is.
And also, as I said with Holly earlier, one of the bad things about cosplay is always that one person that kind of goes, oh, you're low-key not accurate, so it's not really a cosplay.
Yeah,
it's always them in there.
I've always had that a few times with some of my cosplays, where someone comes up to me and goes, oh, your hair's not accurate, or oh, well, mine's better because I handmade it or something. And
I definitely saw that, what's it called with the Fasana? Full Metal Alchemist, you know the guy in the big armour? I saw one of them trying to climb up the big stairs and get MTM. And he got up a few steps, everyone noticed him, so everybody on the stairs sitting down was cheering him on.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel bad for people who are like in heavy armour, because it is such a pain to get places.
That's another thing about the cosplay community. There's the occasional dick what's going on. Oh, your cosplay's not accurate, but most of them are lovely.
They are. I mean, my group of friends, for example, when I first met them, I mean, I've met some of them in some weird ways where I've just been friends with them for years, where I've just ran up to them going, oh my god, your cosplay is awesome, ah! Yeah. Screams in their face, and then we're just like friends for so many years onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've met a few people where either they can be a bit overbearing, where they'll go right in your face if they really do like your cosplay, but because they're so in your face, it can be a bit annoying.
That's the risk that comes with cosplay, though.
Yeah, it is.
You meet people, you think you like them, then you add them on Facebook. Then you realise, oh, I don't really like you. Cosplayers, do you buy them, make them,
well, majority
assemble on them from places?
It depends on who I'm doing, really. I mean, if I want it pretty simple and done, where I don't have to do as much effort, I usually do go and buy them. But the problem again is you've got to have money, because Loki is my most expensive one that I've bought. Yeah. But saying that, I've been editing him a bit. I mean, I'm going to make some gauntlets for him soon. Yeah.
And because you've been using it for quite a while, it's quite, I can even see here it's got quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And you've even repaired it.
Yeah, on the front, there's like a certain area that I've literally...
You can go and show it if you want.
this area here I stitched by hand and cut and sewed on because the areas here have been fading off. I mean, if you look at the collar closely, I've got this problem here which I'm going to try and fix as well, where it's coming off. But since they're making a new film coming out for Ragnarok, so I might actually try and make Ragnarok Loki because that actually looks amazing.
What has been your favourite con you've been to so far over the span of the last 4 or 5 years?
Ooh, I always love London's, to be honest.
Yeah.
London MCMs are like my jam for me.
Yeah.
I really love them because it's the fact they're so massive and you see loads of people that, because they're so big, you get usually all the people that you either never see much at any other cons or you see cosplayers that you don't see anywhere else, which is really great. I mean, me and my mates, for example, we always, I mean, you know, because the minute you see us, you'll all hear us like going in the background. Yeah. So, I mean, I always see them there, and that's like a big reunion for me every time I go to a London one. Another con I would say is really good, though, for me, is Kitacon. Kitacon was really good because it's pretty much an adult convention, so you get like after parties and stuff like in the night time, which is really cool, and you can cosplay and dance in your cosplay, which is really good. Also get drunk.
Yeah. Also, what do you prefer, the big cons like MCM London or the small cons like Unleashed? Definitely Humble Unleashed because that's like the smallest we've been to.
Yeah, we're saying that we went to that Scunthorpe one, I believe, wasn't it? That was that really crappy one.
It was about the same size.
Yeah, but it was really rubbish.
Yeah, it was rubbish.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't really say, because I mean, I love big ones, but the problem with big ones is, again, the crowds is the only problem when you go to a big con, because especially when you've got a big cosplay or you've got a really fragile cosplay, it's really hard to walk around and even, you know, show off in that area. But I mean, I love medium and small cons because it's great for just meeting people or even noticing things or buying things, but for me, big ones are usually my fave.
Even at my first con, Humble Nation a few years ago, where you took me for the first time, we met a load of friends in the line, and the majority of them are still friends today.
Yeah, I mean, we still talk to them a lot.
For me, the smaller one's more for socialising and getting friends. The big ones are for meeting friends you've already made from other cons and hanging out and buying stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, London for buying stuff
like
is
most of these are from cons. That picture's from a con. That little Sonic here is from the Doctor Who Festival a few years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I buy stuff for that.
I crashed.
That's where yeah, funny story. We went to the Doctor Who Festival a few years ago because it was only a one-day con in London.
I'm surprised you were missing though.
We got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to get
It was horrible.
And by 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, she was completely out.
The floor looked so comfy to me at that time.
I refused to move and crashed on the table for about half an hour. Another 50 minutes later, I just came back with pizza. An overpriced pizza. I paid 12 quid.
Thank you for the
like a
overpriced
10-inch pizza. And I only needed half because she had the other half. And for the rest of the day, she was wide awake.
I was literally running on that pizza. That was all I was running on. Saying that though, the floor literally looked like a bed to me when it was 3 a.m. I can't believe. Oh, hated when we got up that early. I was like, why? It was so bad.
What advice would you give to anybody, a youth cosplayer or someone who's thinking to going into cosplay?
Well, I would maybe look at price, like, depending on what you're doing. If you're very good at making stuff, then maybe looking to pricing up your materials, looking into what character you would do. Because I mean, for a beginner cosplay, I would not recommend doing something like full armoured or something that looks quite complicated. Because
unless you've got the skills.
Yeah, unless you've got the skills.
It's like your job.
Yeah. Unless you've got the skills where you know how to do it, fair enough, go for it. But if you're like a beginner cosplayer and you don't really know the way around it, I would just suggest maybe doing something quite simple and put together. I mean, for example, the one I'm doing, which is Toro from Maid Dragon, is quite simple. It's just a blue dress, blouse, a little red ribbon at the back, and a blonde wig with pigtails. So something like that would be simple to do.
Yeah. There's also the thing with you as well. I've never really done this, but all your cosplayers, I think, every single one I've seen you in has a wig.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to somebody who's doing wigs?
Well, you'd have to look into, as I found out over the years, you've got to look after them and care for them, so you've got to wash them. If you want to style them, or you've got like a long wig that you need cutting, I mean, you know the hunk one that you showed, that originally was up to here when I got it, and I had to cut it and style it myself so it looks like that. So what I would suggest is look at like price margins. If it's like a simple haircut, for example, hunk, which is just brown, just buy a cheap brown wig, cut it and try and cut it and style it on a wig head if you can.
Yeah.
And if you don't like cutting and you're a bit unsure about it in case you do it wrong, maybe just get one that's pre-done, but again, they're really expensive. That's the only problem with that. Yeah. But just do something simple, I'd say.
I've even seen Cosplay cosplayers wearing grey wigs.
Yeah.
But they've also put on like big bushy eyebrows in grey.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think Crystal does that, doesn't she?
Yeah, Crystal D from the Dr. Fanshade does that.
Yeah, I love her cosplays. They're amazing.
Yeah. What do you put in your bag? What do you always bring with you?
Oh yeah, here's one for wigs. I always bring hairspray, a pair of scissors, and hair gel.
I forgot about
because
that. Really
yeah, you remember because I went to Birmingham and I was having a fit on the bus with my wig.
Not trying much, then.
Ah, right, okay.
We rambled a bit too much, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll just go hide behind the sofa. Don't mind me.
Yeah. This has been Cosplay Cover the Wardrobe. Sadly, it's probably going to be the only episode of it because in here is going to be used. Another set is apparently going to be put on next week. Not next week, in the next few months. So I won't be able to get in here again.
No.
But I might do it again without the set.
Yeah, do it
but
again.
I like the set.
Do it again.
Yeah, thanks for joining us at the Cosplay Cover the Wardrobe with our two in-studio guests today, Alisha, Jennings and Holly, who was on earlier in part 1. And also a huge thanks to Niki, my friend Dan from London, for recording, answering the same questions over Facebook Messenger.